They say hell freezes over, but nobody ever tells you it comes with a side of HOA bylaws and a woman named Patricia pounding on your door at 7 a.m. on a Sunday while the snow's still coming down so hard you can't see the end of your own driveway. Picture this. I'm in my kitchen, halfway through a mug of hot coffee, still wearing pajamas. The world outside, nothing but white noise and swirling flakes. Next thing I know, the door's about to come off its hinges. That's how the whole mess started, the biggest blizzard to hit suburban Chicago in 20 years, and Patricia Henderson, president of the Maple Grove HOA, was hell-bent on enforcing her kingdom's rules like the Queen of Winter herself. I open the door, and there she stands, face flushed from cold and righteous fury, arms folded tighter than the parkas everyone else was hiding under. She's got that look, you know, the one like you just committed the neighborhood's gravest sin. Matthew Carson. She barks, "Do you have any idea what time it is?" I do. Patricia. It's "let a man finish his coffee" o'clock. She shoves a soggy, official-looking letter at me, HOA letterhead barely visible under the snow. I'm apparently in violation section this paragraph that, because I haven't cleared my sidewalk yet. Never mind that it's still snowing sideways, or that we've got 16 inches and counting. You need to clear your sidewalk now, she insists, or you'll get a $200 fine. I almost laughed. Instead, I told her straight, "Patricia, if I shovel now, I'll be back out here in an hour doing it again. It's still coming down." Her answer, "Not my concern. The rules are clear." I look down the street. No one else is outside, obviously, because they value their extremities. But Patricia's just getting warmed up. Turns out, as a corner lot owner, I'm supposed to clear double the sidewalk, both front and side, all spelled out in some freshly minted bylaw. She whips out pages sticking together with wet snow. "When did this rule get added?" "Irrelevant," she says. "It's in the current bylaws." Right. Convenient timing, considering I voted against her big HOA fee hike last month. By the time she stalks off, nearly slipping on my icy steps, which is the closest thing to karma I'd seen so far, my phone is buzzing with emails from the HOA. Subject line: violation notice. Immediate action required. I don't even open them. I know what they say. The storm's only getting worse. Meteorologists on TV are waving their arms now, predicting 2 feet or more before it's done. My neighbor Tom calls just as frustrated. Patricia's on a rampage, demanding everyone clear driveways and sidewalks right now. Tom's snowblower is busted. I tell him to ride it out. She can't find everybody, I say. He's not so sure. All morning it's the same story, calls from neighbors. More HOA emails, Patricia driving around the neighborhood like a storm chaser, but armed with citations and her iPhone camera. By noon, my fines are up to $400. The blizzard isn't letting up. In fact, they're now predicting we'll be digging out until Monday. I watch Bill across the street try to clear his driveway. He lasts 20 minutes before he gives up. Another email, $800 now. Patricia calls again. She's driven by, sees my sidewalk still under a snowdrift, and tells me I'm now accumulating fines. "The bylaws are clear, Matthew," she says. "Clear your sidewalks or pay the fines." She hangs up before I can even muster a reply. You ever been so angry you just start laughing? That was me stuck in my house, a prisoner of weather and bureaucracy. Night comes. The storm finally begins to wind down, but by then my fines are up to $1, $200, and she sent out a mass email listing every violator, my name right at the top. By the time I go to bed, she's threatening a lien on my property if I don't comply. The street's not even plowed yet. No one can get out, but apparently I'm supposed to risk frostbite for a law no one with sense would enforce. Monday morning dawns clear and bright, a winter postcard if you ignore the $200 in violations waiting in my inbox. I suit up, start clearing my driveway, slow work, but satisfying until Patricia shows up again, business suit in sub-zero weather, yelling at me for not doing the sidewalks first. "That's poor planning on your part," she says, and drives off before I can reply. I spend 3 more hours digging out my face-numb hands, burning with cold dumping snow, where everyone dumps it right in the street because there's nowhere else. Patricia calls again, threatens more fines because I dared pile snow in the street. "That's your problem to solve," she says. Now I'm really mad, and Tom's convinced she's just out to get me. I remember when she made the Johnsons' lives miserable for months because they painted their shutters the wrong color. Eventually they moved away. Tuesday, another email. Patricia claims I still haven't removed all the snow from the street. That's when something in me snaps. I call Rick, a buddy who runs a landscaping company with snowplows, and make a deal. I'm going to clear some sidewalks all right, but not the way Patricia expects. Wednesday HOA meeting at Patricia's house. She's got a full slideshow of every violation, my name front and center. A few brave souls speak up. Sarah, Tom, they call out how unreasonable the rules are, how Patricia's picking favorites. She doesn't care, threatens liens and more fines. Afterward, I tell Tom and Sarah I've got a plan. Better if you don't know, I say. Plausible deniability. That night, as fresh snow starts falling, I take Rick's plow truck and start with the main street nice and clean, just being a good neighbor. But then I swing by Patricia's house, her perfect circular driveway all cleared. I make pass after pass, piling heavy wet snow against every door, every exit 6 feet high. Her garage doors, her back door, no one's getting out easily. And just to be fair, I do the same at the homes of her loyal board members, the ones who helped pile up these fines. By midnight, their homes are little fortresses of ice and packed snow. Next morning, my phone's blowing up, 15 missed calls from Patricia, frantic voicemails accusing me of vandalism, threats to call the police. At 9 a.m., the police actually show up. Did you deliberately block Patricia's doors with snow, they ask. I was just plowing the main street, I say, and the snow's got to go somewhere. The officers shrug. They get these complaints every winter. It's not illegal, just an unfortunate side effect of snow removal. Patricia's not happy, but there's nothing she can do. Word gets out fast. Some folks think I went too far, but most find it hilarious. Tom calls me a legend. Sarah warns Patricia will double down. Sure enough, she launches a new campaign, formal complaints to the HOA board, letters to all the neighbors calling me a danger, even calls to my insurance company in the city. Nothing sticks, but she's relentless. Then a certified letter from a lawyer, $20,000 in fines, threats of foreclosure. That's my cue to lawyer up. I hire James, a tough real estate attorney. He looks over my pile of emails, letters, every shred of harassment I saved. Turns out Patricia's overstepped by a mile. Fines are illegal votes held without proper notice, selective enforcement, even potential fraud for threatening foreclosure. We're suing, James says. Not just the HOA, but Patricia personally. The lawsuit explodes. Now it's the HOA on the defensive. James lays out the violations in an emergency meeting. Patricia's red-faced, shouting about her years of service, insisting she's in the right. But the board's losing patience. More neighbors join the suit, each with their own stories of petty fines and harassment. Tom and Sarah organize a petition to remove her over 60% sign, but Patricia claims it's invalid. It only fires people up more. Then the real twist during discovery, James uncovers evidence Patricia's been embezzling HOA funds. Personal lawn care, home repairs, spa visits, even a Florida vacation, all paid for out of the HOA account. She's pocketed $30,000 over 2 years. The state's attorney gets involved. Patricia's arrested for embezzlement and fraud. The whole neighborhood's in shock. The news is everywhere. Her supporters vanish. The board ousts her. New elections bring Sarah in as president. Sarah settles the lawsuit. Fines voided, legal fees paid, new oversight. Patricia goes to trial and the receipts don't lie. She's found guilty, gets 18 months in prison, full restitution ordered. I show up at sentencing not for revenge, but because, weirdly, I feel sorry for her. She wrecked her life chasing control she never really had. Afterward, Karen, the old compliance officer, finds me. She's apologetic, admits she liked feeling important, got caught up in the power trip. I respect her honesty, even if it doesn't excuse anything. She steps down too. The neighborhood finally settles. New bylaws, real transparency, block parties, actual community. The air's lighter, neighbors wave. No more HOA threats in my inbox. A year later, Tom asks if I regret any of it. Not the lawsuit, I tell him. Someone had to stand up to her. The plowing. Maybe a little. I admit it was childish, but it woke everyone up. Sometimes you need to be loud to make people notice the rot in the system. My plow truck story becomes a legend. Friends want to hear it at parties. People laugh, but there's a lesson baked into the absurdity about standing up to bullies, about power, and how it can twist the best intentions into something ugly. About why rules exist and when it's right to break them. Patricia gets out early, moves away. The HOA is still here, but now it actually serves us, facilitates, not polices. Every winter someone jokes if I'm going to plow doors shut again. I just smile, tell them those days are behind me. Truth is, I don't need revenge anymore. The system works now because enough of us pushed back when it mattered. Funny thing, every time I see a snowplow these days, I remember that night, the adrenaline, the justice, the snow piled high where it belonged. I realize real change is messy, takes a little chaos, and sometimes, yeah, a bit of petty payback to knock things loose. The key is what you build after. For us, we built a better neighborhood. That's a legacy worth a little trouble. But tell me, when does standing up to power cross the line into going too far? When is petty justice just justice? I'd love to hear what you think. Share your thoughts, your own stories. After all, we've all got a little snow to clear one way or another.
Cảm ơn các bạn đã xem video.